Hey siblings in Mishiak, this is your Gap Tooth Sis, and if it's your first time here, hey hi, my name is Ryan. Here we just chop it up, we chill, and we have a little look into my diary. So, if you think you're gonna catch a vibe, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Right, so this topic is actually gonna be kind of wild coming from me, especially if you know me personally, or if you have met me through my channel when it was, much younger. And you know what, I just want to say actually a massive thank you for everybody that actually took time to watch my old content and watch those videos. I mean, I was going through some of like the comment sections the other day and I just thought, oh my gosh, like it was such a cute environment. Like literally I wish I'd kind of continued, but I'm very happy that I didn't because again, perpetuating anger, pain, distraught. I was just going through it. I wouldn't have added anything of substance to any conversation at the time if I'd continued. But I'm really thankful for the people that followed me at that time, and hopefully you're willing, we can gain that kind of same family vibe and have another kind of 2.0 of that, but more settled. And you know what, I brought up my old videos because I was actually going through them, like I said, and I was like, wow, I'm doing a lot, like the energy. And I mean, I am kind of a lot of as a person, like I have a lot of energy in general, kind of. I mean, it depends, there's a spectrum here. To the normal person, I'm quite a lot, but like I was doing too much, but I felt like I was doing too much because I had to prove something. And that's really interesting because I was talking to my friend a little while ago, Andrea, hey. We were talking about how like now we feel so much more settled in ourselves as women, just in general. We don't feel as though we have to prove ourselves to anybody, and with that comes a lot of peace. I remember during my journey of like self-discovery, walking with Yahuwah, I was going through a lot of wahala because obviously I was holding on to my old life. I can tell you now that I just had issues upon issues upon issues for no reason. Yeah, your girl is now very boring. I mean, I don't have anyone's big-headed son stressing me out anymore. I don't have issues with my friends. I don't have issues surrounding my lifestyle. I keep things very cute, I keep things very simple, and I keep things very focused on Yahuwah. And that's it, not gonna lie, like as soon as I started to focus on Yah, like, yeah, I'll be honest, my life became very boring. I stopped going out as much. I stopped getting into compromising positions. Because I guess I became less invested in like the world and how the world's, or what the world's perception was of me at the time. And I was like, well, I am way more in tune with how Yahuwah perceives me. I think that's kind of a bit more important. And to be honest with you, like the world's standard, if you're looking at my life, you're going to think, oh my gosh, she's a plain Jane. She's just a boring girl. But my life offers me stability and a chance to breathe. And to gain breath in a world that is just so polluted with like so much self-righteousness, it's invaluable. I found being boring much safer. I'm just gonna be real, like it really is. I found my, again, I like to stress this point. I am on a journey. I don't come here saying like, I've got this figured out, I know what I'm doing and you need to do this and no sis, we're in the same boat together. I'm just here talking because I honestly want to build a community of girls that are like-minded, going through this walk, have the same issues that I may be going through, and we can just chop it up and chill, babe. Like that for real is what I'm trying to do here. I want friends in this walk. Like it's so hard to it's so hard, especially when you don't go outside because you're boring. Just want some friends that get it. You get me, girl? Like, you get it? Like, whatever, like you're willing, you see my content, we just DM me, innit? But like I was saying, I find myself in way less compromising situations, and again, I'm working on that way less than it was before. Praise y'all. And to be honest, if you are kingdom minded, you're not gonna think about like the things of this world the same way which you would have done so before when you wasn't kingdom minded. You kind of think of like everything is just like vanity, like it doesn't matter. Like you look outside yourself and you see the bigger picture. And I think for me, that's I just don't feel like disillusioned by this world. Like all these flashing lights, all these distractions, like I'm like, you know what? I'm at a point in my life where I just want to strip it all back and just see things for what they are. And when you do that, you do become boring because you're no longer like in that race. You're no longer like, I want to do this and I want to be that and I want to, like, I feel like I just see it. And for people that don't understand it, They're going to find it very jarring and they're not going to understand, oh, you're demotivating. No. My energy is just placed somewhere else. The energy never goes. My enthusiasm for something, it will always be inside me. But instead of my enthusiasm for the world, I'm more enthusiastic towards Yah and his purpose for my life. They're two different things. Do you know what I mean? So when you're more in that like kind of alignment, you're going to look boring. You're going to look boring. You're going to look just dull. You're not gonna, be as vibrant as others. But to Yahuwah, that's different. That's completely different. I'm pretty sure, and I'll get into that later, but like, just, it's different. And also, like, I don't want you to like get it twisted. I'm not saying don't live your life. I'm not saying don't go outside and touch grass. Touch grass, oh my gosh, like, go outside, go for a drink with your friends, like, do what you gotta do, innit? But what I want you to do is question yourself first, yeah? Do I really need to go? Do I actually need to chat to him? Does this offer anything productive in my life? And if the answer is no, then we stay at home. If the answer is no, then we stay at home. Because really, why are we going to be out here purposely raising our blood pressure? In this economy? Babe, please, my dear, don't raise your blood pressure for unhealed people. And that's not what we're doing on this side of the interweb. My little corner, that's not what we're doing in my diary. We don't do that here, sis. Anyways, I actually kind of wanted to like briefly like talk about how to deal with being the boring friend in a group of really colourful and fun people, because most of my friends are like actors or they're performers. There's some sort of, performing art. So my friends are very eccentric, like they're loud, they're in the room, do you know what I mean? So how do I deal with that? First and foremost, I don't compare myself to people. Obviously comparison is the thief of joy, and I decide to not be my own downfall anymore. It's not productive. I'm not going to do it. No. And also, instead of perceiving yourself as this like boring beige in comparison to like these electric blues and hot pinks, I think you should change your vocabulary, change how you look at the word beige or boring. Because some may say boring is very bland and tasteless, but alternatively that beige or that boring can be seen as very calm and classy and grounded and warm. I also don't get as insulted when people call me boring anymore. The question is, what standard are they actually measuring me by? Are they measuring me by the standard of the world, or are they measuring me by the standard of Yah? And to be real, in all honesty, I did find it very insulting when my friends would, think I'm the boring one, or I'm the one that's not gonna go out, I'm whatever. But I just kind of see it now as I am the one that is grounded. I'm grounded in my faith. I'm grounded in my morals. I'm grounded in myself, first and foremost, and I'm grounded in Yah. I feel I stopped chasing the idea of my life having to be like this movie, with massive plot twists and all these dips and troughs and just all these things. My life is not a telenovela. It really isn't. It isn't a telenovela. I'm not that girl. I'm not. I want stability. Ooh, I love the idea of stability. It is okay. It is normal. And I think we live in a world where there's this vacuum of social media, which there encapsulates and imprisons the mind into believing you need to be doing something or doing everything all at once all the time. Get off your phone and touch some grass. Get off your phone and just go for a walk. Your mental health will truly thank you for it. And I mean, to get to that place of simplicity is incredibly hard. It requires you to lower yourself. And it's not in the sense of you deeming yourself as unworthy, but rather understanding that you are not the be all and end all of this world. There are bigger things than you. And now obviously I understand that we are the protagonists of our own story. I get that. But does the story have to be bloody crazy? Does there have to be that many dips and troughs in your life story? Does there? If you can help it, why not just chill? Why I generally ask the question, why raise your blood pressure up? Why? And I just want to leave you with this thought. What's normally deemed as boring to this world is most likely seen as beautiful to you. And that's what I want you to focus on when we leave this kind of conversation. And that's what drives me, I no longer want to run after the world. And there is that internal battle within myself a lot of the time, I struggle a lot with modesty. I do. And that's a video that I'm pretty sure I'll do like soon or something. It's something that I've got in my head. But like, being boring comes with like a level of humility. Being boring, quote unquote, and I don't mean it in a demeaning way when I say being boring, I'm just saying it, you know. But being boring is, it's really grounding, and you're not so like up in the air, like lost in your own self. You're able to really stand firm and be rooted in whatever situation you're in. You see it very clearly. I remember when I was younger, people would ask me what would I want to be when I was like grown up, and I always said, and it was never I want to be a this or I want to be a that. No, it was I want to be happy. That happiness has morphed and changed and whatever throughout the years, but for me, my happiness is found in peace. And if I have peace through having a lifestyle that is deemed boring to others but beautiful to you, then I'm doing really well. Don't be ruled by the thoughts of men. Don't let them manipulate you into thinking that this journey that you're on is a waste of time, that you'll never find satisfaction, or you'll never find happiness, or you'll never find a man because you're X, Y, and Z, you're boring, you're moral, you're sticking to your own principles in that sense, which obviously go against a lot of what the world is about. Don't let people do that to you. Just focus, meditate, read your Bible, pray, fast, because I think like the world, the way in which it's kind of moving, the way in which it's kind of, you know, progressing, just stay humble. Just stay humble. Stay boring. Really, it might be the best thing for you. But yeah, those are my thoughts on being the boring babe, being a boring boss babe. And I hope you guys enjoyed this page of my diary, and thank you so much for taking time out of your day to listen to me. So I hope you guys all have a beautiful Baruch day. Much love, your Gap Tooth Sis. Bye. Oh my gosh, you watched the video. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys like, share and subscribe. All praises unto the Most High. Bye.